Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Loreweek. I'm busy finishing the rest of my breakfast here. Munch, munch, munch. Munch, munch, munch. Hate that song. So, did you know, at the very beginning of Loreweek, we have show news? And that's why I talk about it here, so it's a nice, easy, digestible place for you to get show news. Speaking of which, as a fresh reminder, I've actually updated the schedule thing down below, the schedule plugin on Twitch, but for those of you not aware, for every day that is not today, we do start the streams at 9, and we end the streams at 8. Instead of 10 and 7, respectively. So both shifts are now 5 hours, and I get to work 10-hour days. Well, 10-hour streaming days. Obviously, I've already been working 10-hour days. We are also going to be discontinuing the highlights reel after Oblivion, sort of as a test run, not only to see how many people complain about it, but also because, frankly, I need to see what it's like to have that extra time in my life to do things such as not be working. We'll see we'll see how that works. We'll see how that works out. Also, pretty much, this is much more of a uncertain thing. But for the immediacy, look, hazardous. All I'm saying is it kind of sucks getting 10 minutes to close my eyes every day. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. We'll see. Don't worry. I'm sure Earthbound and I think Homeworld is next. Won't really be clippable, anyways. So, what was I saying? Oh, Wednesdays. So everyone knows we do 2 blocks. We did this. Now we're doing this. Wednesday will not have this. We're not going to have the second shift when it comes to Wednesdays for the immediate future because my sister needs help, and so I'm dedicating my Wednesday afternoon to evening to helping my sister. I don't know how long that's going to go on, but that's just kind of part of the regular schedule now. In fact, again, I've already adjusted the schedule down below to accommodate that, to show that there is no second shift on Wednesday. So FYI. So that's the schedule, that's the Wednesday thing. Let's talk about voting. No, not on the presidential election. Nobody cares about that. No, the actual votes that matter. The votes on my show. Okay, so we have a poll going on right now for whether or not we are going to blacklist Ubisoft and how. We've been doing some elimination rounds. We're up to the final round. Normally I'd cut it off right here, but here's the catch. This poll is exceptionally tied. So, on the off chance, I'm going to leave it up for, say, one more day-ish. Enough time for you guys to see this, and the people who watch the beginning of the show, because the news is at the beginning of the show, to watch this and see if we can get any final votes in there, because it's only 4 votes off. So, at this point, even a single vote can actually cause a difference and sway where this is going. That sucks, by the way. I hate the fact that it's that close, because that means no matter what, about half the people are going to be upset with the results. It's always the best kind of poll. There's a second vote, though. It's not up yet. I don't want it to run over this vote. I don't want people to get confused over that. But next vote, which I'm going to go ahead and start next week, I'm going to commit to that, on the 11th, we're going to have the Cyberpunk poll up. I'll talk about this next week, of course, but it's very simple. It's the same poll we do for any major game release, of which Cyberpunk is one of the only ones that we have this year. And that would be, do we stream it the day, or possibly the day after it comes out, or do we stream it a week after it comes out? These are the options. That poll isn't up yet. Feel free to be thinking about that. That will be a thing. I'm looking at my notes. Tomorrow, obviously, we're going to be continuing Oblivion. Then we'll hit Earthbound. We'll do a whole bunch of stuff. I think that's it for show news. So for those of you who are here for the beginning, you can stop watching now. We're done with show news. Let's go ahead and move on to random news, of which I have a little. No, I actually already can tell you that right off the top of my head, Volcanto. The amount I get only changes by 2 cents. Literally, it's a 2-cent difference for me. Genshin Impact is a game that a lot of people are talking about right now, which I'm not really sure what I think of personally. It's a thing. It's definitely a thing. It's a gacha game that's designed to be pseudo MMO-ish, like Breath of the Wild, but apparently has very few gacha elements so far. I'm just kind of... I don't really know what to make of that, to be completely honest with you. I've been hearing surprisingly good things about it. Pax and I have been debating poking at it and looking at it, but that's about as far as we've gotten so far. What I would suspect is either they're trying to get people in and then they'll, once people are hooked, then they'll start the predatory stuff. Or it's one of those games where for the first 20, 30 hours, something like that, it's completely cool, and then you start to run into the wall of microtransactions. This is actually a very common strategy. In fact, if you've played just about any microtransaction-laden game, I guarantee you've run into this. It's just, usually it's a lot shorter. Usually you could play for like an hour, maybe 2, and then, yeah, the micro wall, you just kind of slam into it. And it gets to the point where it takes, days or hours or days, excuse me, in order to be able to progress, and yay. Either way, we'll see. I don't know much else about it, like I said. Fall Guys Season 2 is coming out. I'm sure somebody cares. I haven't played it yet. Crusader Kings 3 already has a Europa Universalis 4 mod, as in a conversion mod, so that's awesome. Fallout 4 is getting a sequel to the Sims Settlement mod. You remember the Sims Settlement mod? Apparently they've decided we can do better. Near as I can tell, it's partially because of the fact that they were a little bit disgruntled about how Fallout 76 didn't really allow them to build their bases, so they're like, you know what, screw it. So there's a new Sim Settlement mod coming out for Fallout 4. Sim Settlement 2, I think. I don't know, I have a link here. I'll link you the YouTube announcement. I go, boom. And as usual, all these links will be in the VOD description. Now, this is a funny one, because I expect some people really want me to talk about this, but I still consider this part of the random news section. Shadowlands, which is the upcoming World of Warcraft expansion, got delayed. I don't have much to say about that. Not really. First of all, them delaying, let's go ahead and get this out of the way, is the right call. Let's just start with that. Second of all, the fact that they're being this open about it is also the right call. Third of all, the fact that they are still going ahead with the pre-patch events so that there's stuff to do is the right call. And fourth of all, the fact that they don't even have a release date now for the actual game, they're just pushing it back to whenever they're going to push it back to, is the right call. It's weird seeing Blizzard make this many right calls in a row. I'm not even being facetious. It is actually kind of strange. I was actually going to look this up, but I ran out of time this morning. I need to figure out exactly how long it's been. Yeah, and all in just one announcement. I'm trying to figure out exactly how long it's been, because there's a site somewhere, and I forget where it is, which tracks how long of a gap there is in between patches. And I used to think that Pandaria held the record for the longest time without a patch. I think actually technically Warlords has that, because there was that final patch which sucked, and then there's this huge gap before Legion came out. But I've heard some people say that we're getting close to that, and I don't think that's true, because we're only like 6 or 7 months in, and we're getting a patch in a week and a half here. So I don't think this actually qualifies as the biggest gap. I think people are just being exaggerative. I don't know. I'd have to look it up, like I said. Couldn't find the info. Didn't have time. I barely had time to eat breakfast this morning. Then, I guess that's random news. Woo! We're just barreling through these. It's okay. It's okay. It's all on purpose. Because the next thing I have to talk about is the Star Trek Rewrite Project. Now, this is something I've been doing in my head for a while now, but a lot of you guys seem to like this, and a lot of Lore Reloaded's guys seemed to like this. So Lore Reloaded and I have decided to go ahead and just kind of make this an official thing. So we're just going to go ahead and officially start doing this. So you know those Sunday evening streams that we do? That's going to become the Star Trek Rewrite Project. For anybody curious or interested in joining in, obviously we do take into account people who are in chat, people's thoughts and comments and that sort of thing. I believe he's going to do it as a watch group thing. I'm not even 100% on this because I haven't actually had a chance to really interact with them. But so in other words, you will need to have an Amazon Prime subscription in order to watch that stream, I think. Or maybe you won't because he'll have his YouTube thing up. I'm not sure of the details, and I haven't really had time to talk to him this week because I've been working 10-hour shifts. So that's just my life for the immediate future. But either way, that is a thing we're going to be start doing as a codified thing. We're going to actually sit down and really put some work into that. We've already rewritten First Contact, so that's nice. So First Contact is already rewritten, and now we have to work backwards and forwards from there. Not sure why we picked First Contact. Whatever. It is what it is. But I thought I'd mention it for anybody actually curious about that. Can I do a Mass Effect 3 rewrite? Sure. Okay, so the Reapers show up, but then we beat them conventionally. Okay, there's the rewrite. Now, I'm just barreling through these topics today. Compared to last week where we had hours of stuff to talk about, there was like no news this week. That's probably going to be a trend for a bit, by the way. Because, you know... will I repost any of it? I'm not sure I have the ability to do that, NerdPix. Leaning towards no. We'll see. We'll see. Now, for those of you who are just here for Loreweek, or for the event that's about to happen, the Stream of Nations, this would be a good time to bow out. Because now I'm going to play Super Mario Brothers. Does anybody else have this? Because I would love to be able to play with someone. Yeah, what's funny is calling it the Loreverse works because no matter which one of us you're thinking about, it applies in both ways, right? So let's go ahead and go down to... Where is it? There it is. Here. Hello. Switch should be on. Hang on. Not sure what's up here. That's the one, max time. What the crap? Okay. Well, hang on. I know how to fix that. No, we'll be doing positivity right after this. Obviously. As per usual. Okay, there we go. So, I have poked at this extremely briefly, just to make sure it's stream-worthy. I also do not have the full console setup, so we're going to be playing via the preview pane, so this should be fun. So, first of all, the fact that we actually have key bindings is hysterical. Second of all, let's just hit go and see what happens here. Yeah, we'll start on 1-1. You can start off, you can spend coins to start off with power-ups. That's what that is. I love how the Fire Flower is 50. We'll just go default. Time to suck. We all know I'm terrible at this game. There. Oh my god, it's Silence J trying to get me killed! Ah! He succeeded! He succeeded! Ah! God damn it. Thank you very, very much, Silence J. Very much appreciate the sub, as always, sir. Thank you. If you happen to know where you'd like to put that towards, please let me know. Damn. Yeah, Loreweek's already done. I mean, this is technically a part of Loreweek, so whatever. So let's try that again. So the way this works, you'll notice the gray enemies. Those are enemies that other players have sent into my level. Blue Lions, you got it. Yeah, Loreweek is done. We're done. We have no news this week. Honestly, I'm just playing this because I want to. I know. Very selfish of me. I should just focus on doing more work. Okay, so we're going to do lowest time. Anyway, so the way this works, as you can see my progress on the bottom bar there, and kind of the enemies. Like, you can literally see the enemies incoming. And you can see the enemies that... Oh, God! You can see the enemies that the other players have been sending into my game. Pay attention over there. Anybody who's been KO'd, you can see a number by them that shows where they're at in the placement. This is actually a race, by the way. As you notice, I have a timer. As I defeat enemies, I gain time back. Like that, see? You gain more time back if you do the multi-jump thing. You know, like instead of getting more points or a 1-up, you get more time back. Yeah, let's not do that, actually. And you notice it just jumps right to the next stage. Oh my gosh. Was not actually expecting that. No, Lord Harriman. When we're done, we're playing Blizzard today. Yeah, we're just gonna let him go. Probably, Mr. Red. I'd be surprised if they didn't, honestly. Considering you get time back for... See, the problem is, you'd run into a bit of diminishing returns, because you get time back for enemies, right? But after a certain point in time, all the other players are going to be gone, and so they will no longer be contributing enemies. And the more enemies they have... Huh. Anyways, yeah, the more enemies that they have, the more time they can get. I accept that. I do suck at Mario 1. We established this when we were reviewing it. God damn it. Ugh. So I know they have some of these stages implemented. I've seen it, but it looks like we're locked into... Huh. Well, whatever. Let's go back to 1-1 then, I guess. Oh my gosh. We're just gonna kind of do this. What's our time up to? Okay, I'm up to 48. See, I'm getting nervous now. Ah, damn it! And that's what happens when I get nervous. Ah! And of course I even kick it the wrong way. So yeah, you need to kill, otherwise you're gonna run out of time, so that's why I'm just kinda trying to... There we go. Oh my god! And I'm dead. What was I, 11th? No, it's 12th, excuse me. God. You can also watch other people's rounds here. What I am surprised by this is I was expecting this to be kind of like the Flash game, where everyone dies within seconds, and that's just kind of how it works. Instead, several of these matches I've seen can go on for quite a while. And, oh, wow, he barely managed that. Someone sent him a Bowser. That's hysterical. Like, you see how there, other than me and the guy I was just watching, no one's died? This is what I've already observed as a thing. After a certain point, people stop dying and just keep playing. I mean, look at it. He's literally maxed out on his time on the upper right. You see that? Look at that. Apparently, star power is a really popular way of dealing with things. I wonder. Hang on. So let's do this. We've unlocked 1-3. Woohoo! We're gonna start at 1-1 though. I'm gonna try something here. I can get why they would have to implement stages individually, though. Because they would have to manually place enemy spawn points in each stage, right? Like they would have to do a player tracker too. This is where you are, this is where spawn placement is. They could do that. I'm not saying they couldn't or shouldn't, I'm just saying. Wow, so much already. That would be awesome, but is amazingly unlikely, unfortunately. Let's set it to that. Actually, no, let's do that. Now let's just go back to random. Screw it. So yeah, like with Tetris 99, you can change your strategy on who exactly you're aiming for. What the heck? Where is it? So this is something I didn't show off last time, because I'm a moron. You can spend coins in mid-match to get power-ups in mid-match, which is what they were doing. So I kind of need this, because my time's a little low right now. Yeah, the first time I played this, I was like, okay, I'll just rush to the end, screw it. And then the stage kept going, and that was a little terrifying. No! Honestly, though, having, like, Mario World or Mario 3 levels in this would be awesome, I think. What do you guys think? I mean, real question. You can tell me I'm an idiot. It's okay. I'm used to the idea. Hey, Macromano, you missed nothing. And like, except for show news, did you know? At the very beginning of Loreweek, you too can watch the show news. God, it's weird how long it takes to get 20 coins. I should send some of these over to people. There you go. Have a piranha plant. Yeah! Hi. Yeah, Mario 3 versions of this would be awesome. Whatever. Is this? Yeah, we're back to 1. Gotta get them coins. There we go. Let's see if we can get a star. Aww. Ah! Have I mentioned I suck at this game? Really, McDud? I didn't know you were incredibly wrong. God dang it! I'm gonna die. There we go. Run! 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 Nope. That was a little close. That's an interesting question, though. Like, if we're counting every Mario game ever, then... then Mario, Paper Mario 2 would probably be my favorite. If we're counting 2D platformer, I'm not sure about that. If we're counting 3D platformer, that'd be Odyssey by, like, a mile. Like, that's easy for me. Hey, I can be a blooper now. Sweet! Okay, hang on, let's try out that other thing. Let's see what that other thing is. Oh, we got 16th that time. Okay, Special Battle is a limited time event where you play as a set order of courses. The rules are similar, but with added conditions. Okay. Sure. Oh, I was never good at Mario 1. I've never been good at the squiggity. See, that's only extremely partially true, Mr. Red. And congratulations, you are now fit to be a lawyer with that kind of rules lawyering. Okay. Well, that's not what I wanted, but okay. I can live with that. We're just gonna be really cautious here. Oh, God! We're gonna be more cautious than we've been being. Sure. You know what? I will have to say one thing that bothers me about Nintendo. They come up with great ideas and then they don't do anything with them. Like, that's not exactly a new problem. They've been doing that for years. But this is a great idea. What do you want to bet they will never do anything else with this? Like, that this is it. And dead. It's just the best game, Spartan. Which will help. Hey, I got 12 that time. Sweet. Let's try one more time. One more time. What was I saying? Right. So, I've actually had people come after me for the Persona 5 thing. But not as many as I was expecting. Only like 2 or 3. It's funny. But yeah, what do you mean, what do I define by the word do? Well, this is a great idea. They could implement this in Mario 3, or Mario World, or Zelda, or a dozen other things. But instead, this is probably as far as it goes. That's probably... Okay, hang on, that doesn't count. We need to do that again. Take 2. Dude, I've never been good at Mario 1, and I've never claimed to be good at Mario 1. Hell, it was actually kind of difficult to get through it for the review. Because some of those later stages are mean. Damn, I even saw that coming. You know what's funny is I can't even claim I didn't start with Mario 1. I actually did start with Mario 1. But I suck. Sorry. We got a new icon though, that's important, right? Hey, I jumped 25 times, check it out. I never really played Duck Hunt. Hey, I've unlocked 2-3. Whoa. How does this mode work? Is this just playing the game at this point? This is just playing the game at this point, isn't it? Yeah, there's no timer. I'm not really tracking my coins. I can't summon it. Well, maybe they are tracking my coins. Kind of. Well, it makes sense that they're insane madmen. Yes, Gum Gum, absolutely. just doesn't have like a local co-op mode or a invite your friends mode. So this is kind of what I mean. Like this game is a little bit lacking in features. I know it's just a quick thing they threw away for the anniversary, but like this is a good idea that they're not doing anything with. Come on, guys. Because they're not going to. They're not going to do anything with this. I almost guarantee it. They're going to be like, all right, we did our thing. Back to normal work. Because I understand that mentality completely. I do that myself. It's like, okay, I have my day job to get back to. And so they're going to go back to their day job. Alternatively, if this does very well, like, you can't buy this. It's actually free. But if enough players play this, who knows? Maybe they'll see that it's popular enough and decide to go ahead and advance it some more. You know, add some more levels, add some more games. Who knows? That is it for Loreweek. This was an extremely short Loreweek. But that's okay. Because now it's time for Positivity Hour.